Hey, what's up everybody? Chris Souders, Slunger Cat Outdoors, back with you again today. Today it's Video Viewer Friday, where we take your videos, turn them into, or your questions, turn them into videos to give you the most information you can, to give you the best opportunity while you're out on the water the next time to catch bigger and more fish. Today I have a really good friend, Doc Lang. He is also part of Catfish Weekly. Once again, if you do not or are not subscribed to Catfish Weekly, make sure you do. Also, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If you like what we're putting out, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And we do a Tackle Talk Tuesday live show every Tuesday at 7 Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you can know the next time I go live, in case I do it spontaneously. Today we're going to be talking about a question that we received. What are the 5 things that we think beginners make as mistakes? The 5 mistakes. And the good thing is you're going to get 10 of them today. You're going to get 5 of them from me and 5 of them from Doc. So without further ado, I'm going to let Doc go first. And we're out here on the water, so you may see a fish. We've been catching some pretty good fish today. Been out on the water all day. And so anyway, Doc, what do you think there's, look right here.
That's my shallow water rod.
You might see a fish, you just might. But what are 5 mistakes that you think that beginners make on a regular basis, or just 5 mistakes in general that you think beginners make?
Not changing to fresh bait. You know, you don't want, well, when the water's cold like it is here, it can last a little bit longer, but when the bait is, you know, when the water is 70, 80 degrees, you need to be changing baits constantly. You got to have a lot of fresh bait. They don't want the, once the scent's gone, that's it. They're done with it. So that's 1. 2, check your knots. Make sure that your knots are good. The other thing, number 3, check your leaders after you catch a good fish. Like I just checked, I just caught my first ever muskie out here on the Ohio River, and that was one of the first things I did. Is I just slid my fingers, my thumb and my main finger right across the leader just to make sure he hadn't nicked it up. That's number 3, right?
Yep.
Number 4, keep your equipment that you have in tip-top shape. Keep it, do the maintenance on it, on your reels and stuff like that. Try to keep the dirt and stuff off of them. Sand and just, you know what, the dirt that's in the air alone can really mess up these reels. Number 5, let's see, fish hard. Fish hard and enjoy the fishing. You know, Chris and I have been fishing out here all day. We have had a blast today. It is just, you know, it's been a lot of fun. You know, we've been throwing kind of ideas back and forth, and it's been really cool. I have learned a lot from him. He originally learned from me.
Yes, I did.
But then today, I have learned some tricks that he showed me that I'm really impressed with them. So you can teach an old dog new tricks. You know,
Yeah.
So.
Well, hey, those are coming from Doc Lang. Those are some great tips that you need to listen to, and those are hard tips for me to follow up on. I mean, those are some important things that you need to do on a regular basis and check on a regular basis. And he's absolutely right. You know, whenever I first got into hardcore catfishing and tournament fishing, and I started really digging into all the information I could find, you know, he was somebody that I looked up to on a regular basis, and now I'm able to call him a friend. And not only that, you know, I'm good friends with his son, his grandsons, and that's 3 generations of avid catfishermen that all 3 generations. How old is your youngest grandson?
Josh, well, my youngest grandson is like 4.
Well, I mean, Larry's.
Oh, Larry. Josh is 16 and Greg is 11, I believe.
So 11 years old. Greg is his son's grandson, or his son's son, I'm sorry, his grandson, that has been in the boat with me fishing, and I would take him fishing in any tournament, anytime. So a wealth of knowledge. Make sure you listen to what the tips that he described, and if you're making those mistakes, you know, do your best to change them. You know, habits are hard to change, but so my 5 things that I think beginners make as mistakes would be, you know, he talked about changing your bait out often, making sure that, one, you have good fresh bait. When you catch fresh bait, take care of it. I don't think that people understand the importance of making sure you take care of that bait. You work hard to catch it. You're throwing nets, you're throwing sabikis, you're chasing whatever kind of bait that you're going to use. Make sure you take the time to preserve it properly. Okay, even if you're going to freeze it, if you're going to keep it on ice, whatever you do, make sure you take that extra step, and that's going to, you know, ensure you a lot better success rate, I promise. Next would be, you know, setting yourself up for success. Over the years, I have wasted a ton of money, and you can waste a bunch of money, but I believe, and I'm sure other, you know, Doc will agree, spend your money once on something that it's proven itself, it's good quality from a good company that's been around and has a good reputation. It's something you don't have to worry about. That's a part of gear that you have no question, and you can have full confidence in. You know, next would probably be, don't get in a hurry. Take your time. Don't expect to come out here and be able to catch monster fish the very first time you come out and go catfishing. Don't expect to go to a tournament and win your very first time. So set good goals and work hard at those goals and make progressive steps. Even if it's inching forward, always move forward. Never stay stagnant, and never go backwards. What is that, 3? That's 3, isn't it? 4, never give up. You know, like he said, you fish hard, but be the first one at the boat ramp, be the last one to leave that boat ramp. Stay there, keep looking for fish, keep trying different things. For example, today we was catching fish in 25 to 30 foot of water. I could see it on Doc's face whenever I said we're gonna come up here, and he looked at the sonar and he seen 8 foot of water. He was a little area of it, you know.
In the wintertime?
But you gotta try it. You never know. What's 30 minutes? Okay, you're out here for 8 hours. Give it 30 minutes, 40 minutes. See what happens. You never know. And then you can use those notes in the future, which leads me to my number 1 thing. I love to share information. I love to teach people. The information that I'm sharing is from notes that I have every single time that I hit the water. And the number 1 mistake is, one, not muting your phone while you're trying to take a video. But to me, I want people to watch videos, whether it's mine, Steve Douglas, or many other good catfishermen that make good videos that share a lot of good information. Catfish Weekly with these guys. You know, whatever it is, if you're watching somebody fish, listen to the information they're sharing and don't worry about the area they're fishing. Okay, absorb that knowledge that they're wanting to share with you, because if you're just trying to figure out where they're fishing instead of how they're catching those fish, you will never be able to move forward as well as if you just listen to them.
And you don't have to do it the same way we do.
No.
You know, Chris fishes a little bit different than I do, but you know, the two of us, we can use what we have, and you know, you need to develop your own way of doing things. You know, you know, that just you know, I have my ways and Chris has his, and you know, although they may be about the same.
Yeah.
There's a little slight difference that might
right.
give that person the edge on catching that big fish.
That's right.
Like I caught a muskie today. You know,
Got a muskie.
I caught a muskie.
That's, you know,
That's crazy.
so just do your thing. Fish your fish. Absorb this information. Take these tips. You know, if you think that, you know, you're doing one of these things wrong, or, you know, you have a bad habit like this or whatever, use these tips to make yourself better, to figure out what you're doing wrong, and to better yourself the next time you're on the water. For myself and Doc Lang, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.